Today I will show you something very interesting. I'm talking about Starfield. Many people are playing that on console or PC or so, but today I will show you how to play it with a VR headset in virtual reality. So I will show you a tutorial, which tools you have to install, what settings you have to change and so on. And after that I will show you a gameplay with Starfield in VR. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Thank you to my sponsors, Voodoo's VR, Upperman Events and Virtual Escape. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, and before we start showing the game, you need a tool that's called VorbX. Yes, I know many people will say, "Oh, leave me alone with VorbX." Many games don't work with that. I know that, but Starfield works pretty good with VorbX. So you have to install the beta version of VorbX. This is for me, it's 23.1.0 beta. Yeah, and install it. Pay for it. It's not for free. Okay, I will put a link in the description below. And then you will install it, and then you go to Cloud Profiles in the config, VorbX config, and then you search for Starfield, and the current version is Starfield Alpha 0.2 Rev B. Thanks to VRPunk for creating this profile, that's really nice. Then go to Import Profile, yeah, then you will have it in your local files. So after that, when you start the game, you will start it once, you need that for some settings, and it will ask for install hooker help. So click on install hooker help and then choose D3D 10, 11, 12 and go to OK. Yeah, that's very important. And then inside Starfield, you have to go to window mode in the graphic settings to window mode. And here also you have to dynamic resolution off, then motion what was that? This motion blur, I think. Sorry, that's everything is in German here. Motion blur is off, film grain off, and depth of field off. Okay, that's very important. After that, save and exit the game again. And then you have to create a so-called virtual monitor. So go back to VorbX config, go to virtual monitor, make sure these three things are checked. Yeah. And then for the quest, I played with quest 2, I added the aspect ratio 1:1 resolution 2164 by 2160. Yeah? Click on add resolutions, apply. And then right click in your taskbar on the VorbX icon and then choose enable virtual monitor. That's very important. After that, you have to go to your Windows settings, right click on desktop, and then I think display settings, and then choose the VorbX virtual monitor. For me, it's number 4, and then select the resolution that you entered in the VorbX virtual monitor. Apply. And now that's the last thing you have to do. You have to go to user profile, documents, my game, Starfield, and then you have to edit the Starfield prefs.ini. And then you have to copy this stuff here. I will put it in the description. So copy it there and make sure when you save the file that you write protect it. So go on the file, right click properties and then write protected. And then in the same directory, create a file named Starfield custom.ini, and there you add this stuff here. You put in this stuff and also save it and make sure it's write protected. And that's it so far. And now just start the game via the executable file, Starfield executable, or just in Steam, whatever you like. And then VorbX should hook into that. Make sure, of course, everything is SteamVR is started or Quest link is started, and then you can play the game. And how that looks, I will show you now. Okay, guys, and look at this. Look at this Starfield. Now we have of course we have no positional tracking. When I move left and right, we stay at the same spot. It's not geometrical 3D. It's not. But look at this. We can look around, and we can even use the motion controllers to go forward and something left, right. We can even do snap turn or whatever you like, yeah. And yeah, that's really nice. That's really awesome. And we can also shoot. Look. Yeah, the weapons are not tracked, so you have to look where you shoot. Yeah. And yeah, you can do that. Then we can use the scanner on B button on left controller. Yeah. We can, for example, jump on B button on right controller. So yeah, we can nearly use most parts. We can also talk to people. Yeah, that's also
Hey there.
possible.
Word of advice? Stay clear of the well.
Yeah, that also works. And yeah, you can explore the whole world with this VR controller. You can even do some quests, talk to people, shoot, loot. The only thing that's too tricky, I would say, is the menu. So you have to go to a keyboard and use the mouse for that. Yeah, that's better. You could try it a little bit, but I suggest, why on earth has this woman no clothes? I think I sold the stuff. Oh my god. However, you can do everything with mouse and keyboard, what the menu belongs, but everything else you can do with the controllers, and that's so nice. I mean, you can play the game with that, but yeah, some things you have to do with mouse and keyboard still. However, guys, this is a game that runs pretty good with VoodooDE. I didn't expect that. So I know many people do not look good and do not work good with VoodooDE, but this one here is really nice. You can also change settings when you hit the delete key on your keyboard, and there you can change a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff, and to individualize your experience with VoodooDE and so on. Yeah. So, VoodooDE is not for free, guys, so you have to pay for that. It's your decision if you want to buy it. So, all in all, I would still prefer to play it with mouse and keyboard on monitor without VR, because yeah, you have to switch. Yeah, you have to switch to the keyboard and so on. So this is sometimes a little bit tricky, but just to walk around in the world, do some small quests and so on, that works. Yeah, that works. So really nice. And yeah, the link is in the description below. You can also play other games with VoodooDE. There are a lot of profiles and so on. Yeah, perhaps later there will be a profile with Geometry 3D, but I don't think it will happen very fast. So use that, and then you're good to go. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If yes, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality.
VoodooDE